Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Greg Kelly, the most miserable man on the internet. Greg Kelly, that's not what you say, Joe. That's the title of this fucking thing. Man, I guess AI is doing some fifth dimensional chess, creating these catchy titles for videos. You do realize, Greg, whoever is working on these things at Newsmax, your thumbnails, is just making you look doddering and confused when they're supposedly making Biden look doddering and confused. He just looks like Clint Eastwood in this picture.
And you saw the photograph of the top secret documents laid out on the floor at Mar-a-Lago. What did you think to yourself, looking at that image?
How that could possibly happen, how anyone could be that irresponsible. And I thought, what data was in there that may compromise sources and methods? By that, I mean names of people who helped, or et cetera. And it's just totally irresponsible.
You know, I am so naive sometimes. I really thought that this moment would doom Joe Biden.
Okay. That's because you're a dum-dum. But also, this is actually part of the reason why he and Pence and other people, John Bolton, Mike Pompeo, they all went combing through their shit, just making sure they didn't have any loose documents out there. And the ones they found, they turned in like fucking adults. Now, the documents they found were stored in boxes, hidden away, had not been rifled through, didn't have any other fucking fingerprints on them from other people or any of that shit. They were just there, and none of them were crucial. Let's just be abundantly clear. Not like the kind of stuff that Trump was obviously storing. And then they turn them over, and Trump goes, I magically declassified everything, and everything in my place is declassified anyways. And then they turn over this red weld envelope full of classified documents. Like, motherfucker, if it's declassified, you don't have to put it in a red weld. So the very fact that you put it in a red weld means that you know it shouldn't be out there. And there was still more stuff. Jesus.
The hypocrisy.
Oh, terrible. You mean the part where he was like, we should do a comb and make sure we don't have anything that's out there that shouldn't be, even if it's minor.
A couple of weeks later, they found all kinds of classified documents, and
yeah, because they went looking for them.
He had no business, none, zero, as a senator or a vice president or an ex-vice president taking any of that stuff. Or
yeah, he did. He had the same classification, like qualifications as the president, according to a executive order written by Obama. We've talked about this so many times. It's so tiring.
Having any of that stuff. But hey, remember, it's all about get Trump. And
no, it's the part where you find out you have them and you go, oh, fuck, this shouldn't be here. And you make sure that it goes where it's supposed to. Instead of, oh, shit, I got away with it. Oh, what, they want it back? Fuck them. You can never get my documents, copper. That shit.
He was actually indicted. He's facing a court date. Donald Trump is.
I know. I got to say, there are a few things that make my eyes pop open in the morning, get me up all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. That's one of them.
Jack Smith. Anonymous name, but not an
anonymous name. Okay, it's John Smith. That's the anonymous part. Jack draws attention. It's most Jacks are Johns to start with. It's the nickname for it. As a matter of fact, it's to give it an edge because John is so generic. You're a stupid person. This is boring.
This guy, not like Robert Hur. This is the indictment of Donald Trump.
Good afternoon. Today,
blatant double standard of justice.
An indictment was unsealed, charging Donald J. Trump with felony violations of our national security laws, as well as participating in a conspiracy to obstruct justice. Our laws.
Yeah, that's the kind of crucial part. Engaging in a conspiracy to obstruct justice. Not just having them, but hiding them and lying about them while you try to hide them even further.
That protect national defense information are critical for the safety and security of the United States, and they must be enforced.
Agreed.
They're pulling a fast one on the American people.
No. Greg, Come here, kiddo. They're not pulling a fast one on the American people. You're slow. You're slow. You're intellectually incapable of dealing with the details or circumstances in this, either willfully because you can't allow yourself to recognize these details, otherwise they'll interfere with your bizarre Trump ball gargling love for him, or you're just fucking dumb. Personally, I think it's a combination of the two. But shit, dude.
Most people have no clue when it comes to classified materials, right?
Yeah, you're a perfect spokesperson for that.
It sounds very impressive.
Dude, you don't show the picture. That's the box of pictures that Trump was hiding these folders in between as a way of sneaking them out of the White House. Dum-dum. These are the boxes that Walt was bringing from the storage building, from the storage room, over to his office so that he could go through them and hide this shit in his desk. He just hadn't gotten to these yet when the FBI showed up.
That's stamped secret. It looks very impressive.
Yeah, one of the reasons why it's not as shocking is because they've redacted the stuff that will actually get people killed. Fucking. Greg, man, you smell that kind of metallic burning sense? It's Greg's gears grinding as he tries to, he's stuck in second in the fast lane.
They're counting on us not
being Greg Kelly's.
Knowing and kind of having a romantic kind of awe about classified material.
Okay, shithead. You can't make this case and then say that that the stuff that was in the Penn Biden Center or in fucking Biden's garage is like, oh, fuck, man. You can't make this like, classify. Who gives a shit about classify? Classify is bullshit. You can't make that argument if you start off your fucking... Of course you can. He's an asshole.
Who remembers Top Gun?
Oh, dear.
Excuse me, Lieutenant. Is there something wrong?
Yes, ma'am. The data on the MiG is inaccurate.
How's that, Lieutenant?
We happened to see a MiG-28 do a 4G negative dive.
Where did you see this?
That's classified.
It's what?
It's classified? I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
Ooh, it's a great line. It charmed Kelly McGillis, and it can fool the American people.
Oh, my God. So this is all a plot. Fuck, man. Greg. Damn, dude. Try harder. Yeah, Top Dumb is a great... I'm just saying, CSL, this might be the name for this. I think you're right. I think that's awesome, Senor Space Costo. Top Dumb works. Yeah. Highway to the dumber zone.
But this classified thing is a great big hoax.
Well, then why are you giving Biden shit? What are you talking about? Nothing's classified. I'm classified. You're classified. I hold myself in contempt.
It's a game that they admit they play. You know, Strzok, remember Peter Strzok from the FBI and Page, the two who schemed to try to block President Trump's election back in 2016? Here's Peter Strzok,
which didn't happen.
The disgraced ex-FBI agent on television. Look at what's behind him. A bunch of secret documents decorating the house. Yep. Those are secret.
No, they aren't. Those are the folder covers. He printed those out, dummy. It's a joke. He put those up blocking what's behind there because he's going to be on TV. It's a gag. That's the cover page, you shithead. That's not the actual document. That doesn't say classified. Oh, what a fucking... Oh, God. Highway to the dumb zone. Gonna take a ride into the dumb zone. All right. This is fucking stupid. Good Lord. Classified docs are more mundane than you think. Yeah. Honest to God, I want to be walking with Greg Kelly down the beach when this dumb motherfucker passes somebody and goes, wait a minute, FBI means female body inspector? Why did I just find this out now? Oh, God. Ah, this is so dumb it hurts. CSL, thank you for this. I needed this laugh today.
Secret cover sheets decorating, and he's just an FBI agent. What?
They're printouts from pictures. Those are pictures of them. That's not even the real thing. That's more than likely, as a joke, he took those from the pictures of the shit you just showed and printed them out from that. As a joke. Oh, God damn it.
What the heck is going on here?
I gotta say, confused Greg is my new favorite Greg. What the heck is going on here? Do that again. Give it back up.
A bunch of secret documents decorating the house. Yep, those are secret cover sheets decorating, and he's just an FBI agent. What the heck is going on here?
Oh, God. Oh. Ooh. Oh, God. Oh, shit. I'm okay. Yeah. Oh. I'm fine. Oh my God. What the heck is going on here? Oh boy. I almost, you guys saw it. I almost got baited into actually debating the point in this, but yeah, he's really that stupid. Shit. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. We're 3 minutes into this fucking clip. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna keel over.
They're careless. It's not a big deal.
How could you be careless with shit that doesn't matter? I'm doing it. I don't know why. I'm fucking arguing. I'm arguing with a fart about why it smells. I don't know what came over me. I don't. Shit. Okay, please follow this up with an argument that Joe Biden was loosey-goosey with shit.
But the president himself has special access and can, quite frankly, do almost anything he wants with these documents.
Yeah, you do realize he wasn't president anymore when he took that shit and he didn't declassify them.
Check out George W. Bush. This goes all the way back to 2006.
Yeah, but it's not a big deal.
President Bush authorized an aide to disclose classified intelligence on Iraqi weapons.
Well, then he declassified it. He took an action specific to that singular information. That's the oh God. It's
Yep, he did that.
Yup. No shock to official Washington. What the fuck is that?
Next, it came as no shock to official Washington. Why? When they found
I didn't know official Washington. Is that No shock to official Washington. Officials in Washington? That's not a sentence. What the fuck is that?
That he leaked classified stuff. Why was it no shock?
He didn't leak it. He specifically he authorized them. That's what the article says. The leaking of secrets has long been a favorite tool of policy debate, political combat, and diplomatic one-upsmanship. This was anti-Iraq war shit. He authorized this person to give out this information.
The leaking of secrets has long been a favorite.
It's not a leak. It's not a leak if he authorizes it. It's just the president who has the classification authority telling somebody you're allowed to say that. That's not leaking. I mean, honestly. Also, you can't leak a lie.
Tool of policy debate, political combat, and diplomatic one-upmanship.
Okay, so Donald Trump was engaged in one of these three things? I think he was just selling the shit.
Now, regular people don't know anything about diplomatic one-upmanship, right?
Teach a class. Come on, pal. Tell me about diplomatic one-upmanship. What?
Right? So they're counting on us being ignorant.
Okay. I'm all right. Greg, just because you don't understand something to such a degree that it makes you feel dumb does not mean that the person who was speaking was intending for people in general to feel dumb. You're just dumb. That's the characterization of a writer in the New York Times during the beginning of the lead up of the Iraq War. I didn't see the date where they're making the case about yellow cake and all that stuff and weapons of mass destruction when we know they were full of shit. There was a big argument back and forth of this. So Bush was selectively authorizing people to talk about Saddam Hussein's weapons in an attempt to look like we were justified in going into Iraq. That's what that's about, shithead. Just because your staff cranked this garbage out and you didn't have the ability, Greg, you ignorant slut, you didn't have the ability or the wherewithal or the fortitude or the intelligence or the fucking time on the bus to read the fucking article. Again, that's not the government talking. That's the New York Times characterization of it. It's not a dictionary, you dumb shit.
And
I love how, like, these assholes are like, the mainstream media, the mainstream media, whatever. And then they're just citing the fuck out of this like it's a goddamn government document.
they're going to just ram this thing through. Donald Trump has a court date. This documents case the trial starts May 20th.
Right.
Of next year.
Yeah.
Now, here's something that nobody points out. You only
That's it. You're only going to hear
get it on this show.
All right. We're only going to get it. This is special. I'm fucking ready, Greg. Let's do this. I'm excited. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I'm excited. Let's find out. Here it comes. This is a take. This is an exclusive. I hope it's on the level of quality we have experienced tonight. All right, let's go.
The documents, well, they arrived at Mar-a-Lago when he was president.
No, they didn't. He left with that shit on the day at noon. He was no longer fucking president. And also, there's still a classification, declassification process. He didn't magically, like, piss declassification over him on the plane. All right, why am I arguing this? Oh, my fucking God.
He had every right to them.
No, he didn't.
Take a look at this. He left office. Well, these are the documents actually leaving office. The documents in question on January 20th, 2021. So
Right. I would like to remind everybody, red weld envelope. Just that part.
some nosy bureaucrat at the archives sees this on TV and gets all upset. I can remember watching the Trumps leaving the White House and saying to myself, what the hell is in that box? So that guy starts the whole thing. Yeah, that began a whole process of trying to determine whether any records had not been turned over to the archives.
And guess what? This isn't even about the Presidential Records Act of him just leaving his shit behind. This turned out to be about national secrets being removed. Not his notes about national secrets, not his fucking calendar with who he met with and the phone calls he made and whether or not he felt good about the deal and his fucking scribbles in the sidelines so that somebody can reference it in the future if a deal is being made in reference to that, blah, blah, blah. He fucking snuck other shit out. This dude was like, I thought there was a burglar outside, and I go to the fucking window, and there's a serial killer burying a body in his yard. That's what this is. Like, I thought that I was going to call in a noise complaint.
Well, big guy, Donald Trump was still president at that moment, and he had right to anything he wanted in the government. He left the White House.
No, he didn't. No, that's not how that works. That is not at all how that works. You can declassify stuff, but you have to recognize that it's declassified and you have to take it with you on purpose for those reasons. Yeah, and it also has to be vetted by the people that are around you, that are in your cabinet, to make sure it's not going to get somebody fucking killed. You don't just get to willy-nilly throw a bunch of shit in a box and go, that's mine now. Secondly, if he had that declassification, it's mine now authority, why did he give any of it back? Secondly, why did he give the shit that he gave back through his attorney at one point in a red-weld envelope? Because if it was declassified and it was his to have, he didn't have to give it back at all, and he certainly didn't have to wrap it in fucking red plastic and duct tape the fuck out of it, plastic wrap it so that nobody could get into it. And if it, during its travels on its way back to security, if it got dropped in the water, it wouldn't fucking, like somebody couldn't, if you sliced it open, you'd know that they'd gotten into it. Or if it would survive the journey. Good Lord.
The last day in office at 8 in the morning, okay? He gets on Air Force One. He arrives in Palm Beach at 11 in the morning, 11 a.m., and he gets back to Mar-a-Lago with all of his stuff at 11:30.
No, the stuff didn't arrive till later, but it doesn't matter. Dude, if he had to return any of it in a red-weld envelope, he didn't have the right to have it. Once you establish that, and the fact that he hid other stuff that should have been returned in a red-weld envelope, and that the FBI found, all this is bullshit. You can't just take it. It's not how this works. At that point, Mar-a-Lago was no longer a skiff. How about this, motherfucker? A half hour, his documents arrived in this place. At that point, he, as a former federal employee, took classified documents to an unsecured building.
2 in the morning. He is still president of the United States. Joe Biden takes the oath. Let's see here. 13 minutes early. At 11.
Yes, 13. Clearly an evil number. You can tell because it's the number of, it's Jesus and the apostles. If you combine those together, it's a terrible, terrible number.
7:47 a.m. So the documents are already there. He had full and clear access to anything because he was president of the United States when that stuff got there.
Yeah, but he couldn't put them in an unsecured place, and he had no right to them after he was president. And if that's your complaint, again, who gives a shit about his garage or fucking the Penn Center or any of that stuff?
Anyway, it's a trap and it's a phony one. Don't forget that.
Okay, I'll try and remember.
Next.
We're coming back.
Police and protesters clash outside the
Okay, they're just layering this thing. That was the whole segment. Oh, and double standards. All right, whatever. That was awesome. I felt I if I was so inclined, I'd need a cigarette after that. That was a good time.